Entertainment, news, politics, anything you want to talk about, that's what we're here for. This is Showdown Radio Show with Zachary Lee. Now here's your host from the underground. This is Zachary Lee.
And hello everyone, this is Zachary Lee here. I hope you all can hear me pretty good. Let me just check my mic real quick. Okay. Anyway, so I know it's been like a couple weeks or something since my last episode. I've been kind of busy, taking a little break, and just trying to enjoy life, get out, be a little more social, which I'm not really, but it is what it is. I mean, I don't really have a long episode for you guys today. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to try for half an hour, and if it goes beyond that, that's fine. But anyway, I hope you all have a good day and enjoy the rest of the day. And by the way, happy Labor Day for those of you who are lucky enough to get off work. I mean, I had to work early this morning, but I got off around noon, so it's not too bad. I'm not complaining. So let's see, what can we talk about besides just politics, which I'm probably going to just go over real quick as soon as I find my phone here. Alright, sorry about that. So, I don't have notes today, so, I mean, not like I really have notes, and I usually just do this stuff off breaking news and stuff, but, let's go a little bit over the 2016 presidential elections. I mean, Hillary Clinton is at an Illinois Labor Day event, just shaking hands with people and everything. There's a photo of it on the internet. Bernie Sanders is in a New Hampshire Labor Day parade. Oh, here's something that we could go over a little bit. You know how Hillary Clinton had that big email scandal and stuff, and that she still has to deal with and all that? But, she's quoted as saying that Clinton says no email apology. She's saying what I did was allowed. So let's see. Hillary Rodham Clinton, this is an article, said Monday she does not need to apologize for using a private email account and Solvo while at the State Department because what I did was allowed. Apparently, I guess it was allowed. I don't know. Whatever. She was in an interview with the Associated Press during a Labor Day campaign swing through Iowa. She's the front runner for the Democratic presidential nomination. Every day she's been pretty much axed and hounded by people wondering about this email scandal. But let's see here. Apparently it really hasn't ruined her campaign that much. And she's saying somebody asked her about her email practices while serving as President Obama's first Secretary of State have not damaged her campaign. And she goes, not at all, it's a distraction, sultanly, Clinton said. But it hasn't in any way affected the plan for our campaign, the efforts we're making to organize here in Iowa and elsewhere in the country. And I still feel very confident about the organization and the message that my campaign is putting out. Let's see, what else does she have to say? So she's saying what she did was allowed, nobody, and I guess she's thinking her enemies are doing this stuff. I don't know. What else? I'm sure y'all heard about the issue with what's her name? Kim Scott, I believe. Give me a minute. I think it was Kim Scott. Yeah, Kim Davis. You know that Rowan County clerk who refused to issue a marriage license to a same-sex couple, and former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee is comparing that to the Dred Scott decision, which was back in Civil War, not the Civil War time era, but before that and around that time. You know how slavery was a big thing and everything. There was Dred Scott who made and all that. I'm not gonna go into history right now because I'm just reading the article. But anyway, so Huckabee was asked if Davis, who was jailed last week for refusing to issue the licenses, should be forced to obey the Supreme Court ruling on marriage. Huckabee cited a landmark Dred Scott decision. You obey if it's right, Huckabee said on ABC's This Week. This is Huckabee speaking. I go back to my question. Is slavery the law of the land? Should it have been the law of the land because Dred Scott said so? Was that a correct decision? Should the courts have been irrevocably followed on that? Should Lincoln have been put in jail because he ignored it? And it continues on to say that many of the Republican candidates have rallied around Davis since she drew the national headlines for refusing to issue the license to a same-sex couple. She was arrested and was put in jail or whatever. Which is, I don't know why. I thought this was a freedom of religion and stuff, but I guess I'm not going to go into how freedom of religion is going down the drain, freedom of speech and all that, but as you can see, I mean, this Kim Davis is religious, a Christian from what I can read, and she's being jailed for beliefs because she believes that what she was put in jail for, issuing the license to same-sex couples, was wrong. Alright. People have their own different opinions on that. I'm not saying I support it or not, but I'm just saying I do not support the decision to arrest her and jail her because it's a violation of our right of religious freedom. I'm just saying. So, you guys remember what amendment that is? Freedom of speech and freedom of religion. In case you all forgot, I will give you the amendments that would be Amendment 1, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of the press, and all that. So, yeah, they're violating the Constitution. Of course, U.S. Constitution hasn't really been the law. It has been, but it really has been treated like it for the last, I don't know, several years, which is not good. Our founding fathers made the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, Declaration of Independence to help govern our land once we were on our own from England. Wasn't that what the Revolutionary War was about? Besides unlawful taxes and all that. But let me rephrase that. Some people call it Revolutionary War, other people call it American War of Independence. Either or, that's what the reason they fought was for freedom, and that's why they wrote these amendments, so we would follow it down through the years, which we have been, but lately in the past, what? I'm not too sure how many years, but we really haven't been taking it seriously, and you can see how much of a decline we are never mind. Let's just keep it simple. We don't follow the Constitution anymore, unless it's for some people who take it out of text and make it about themselves or defend what they believe in when they're wrong or whatever. But we're not living by the Constitution like we should. We're just living by a bunch of laws and everything. And I'm not going to start right now, I'm not going to start a riot or anything because I don't have I mean, you guys can leave your comments and everything if you want, but that's fine. Because I just wanted to go over a few things. I know I'm kind of a little hesitant switching here in topics, but I'm still a work in progress. And I figured I might as well do an episode today because I won't be here for the next week or so. I'm going to be taking another little vacation unless it gets extended because of some stuff. But whatever. It's not really a vacation. It has to do with work, so I'll be really busy. But anyway, that is. People keep asking Vice President Joe Biden if he's going to enter the presidential race. I mean, people thought he was going to run, but he goes, the honest to God answer is he doesn't know. Well, he better hurry up because it's almost too late to get in the race now. I mean, you still can, but it's going to get a lot of catching up to do to get in the race, essentially. Let's see. All right, and then you have the Republican loyalty pledge that whoever gets the nomination for the party to run as a president, you have Donald Trump signing that. So basically, what this is saying that whoever gets the nomination for the party to run as president against the Democratic nominee, well, the former Republican candidates are going to support that person no matter what, or they're not going to run into a third party as an independent, libertarian, whatever, Constitution Party, whatever, Tea Party, whatever party they're going to run at. So Donald Trump signed that, so he can't really run for a third party, even though he doesn't care. I mean, because he's threatening to do that all the time, but you know. This happened about a week ago on the Hillary Clinton email scandal where they released 7,000 pages of our emails to the Coastal aides are saying she needs to protect the sensitive information that was released to whoever was asking for them, you know. Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker is saying building a wall on Canada-U.S. border is a legitimate issue. That's cool, I guess. I mean, I really don't know. I would rather have a border between Mexico and the United States, but that's just my opinion. Or else Mexicans, no offense, because I'm actually Paul Mexican on my dad's side. And I mean, I know a lot of Mexican and immigrants, they come over here for a better life and everything, but some of them coming in here illegally, and take jobs from American citizens, and that's why several American citizens don't have jobs right now because of them. I'm not blaming them, but see, I'm all for immigration and the Mexicans coming over as long as they come in legally. I don't know what the deal is, but I don't know. Jump into a little different topic. Gas prices are down. I mean, in Michigan, they're at what, like $1.97 for unleaded and $2.30 something for diesel. How long's that going to last, by the way? Oh, and by the way, don't be surprised if gas prices go up or they go down. It could go either way. I'm just saying. I'm just waiting for it to keep going down, then all of a sudden it's going to jump up, and you're going to be back at what, $3-4 a gallon again? Which I remember back. What was it? Before I was in military back home in Wisconsin, what was it, 4-5 years ago? I remember gas prices for unleaded was like $4.67, $4.89, something like that. I can't quite remember what, but they were up in the $4 ranges. And yeah. Just saying. Anyway. Oh, look at this. Former House Majority Leader Eric Cantor has endorsed Republican presidential candidate Jeb Bush on about a week and a half ago. That's cool. Guess you gotta just have people supporting him. Hillary Clinton said this, about almost 2 weeks ago, that she's not running for President Obama's third term, and she's not running for her husband's third term, Bill Clinton. She's running for her fourth term. So I guess she's saying it's all about me and not to continue on everything from President Obama and former President Clinton, I guess. And then they're going over gun control. Oh, let me tell you something about gun control. Now they're saying this. I mean, they've been saying this for, a while now? That guns are dangerous, they should be kept out of the hands of people, and stuff like that. And you know how they had those two shooters those two reporters who were shot in Virginia, where I'm from. Actually, they were shot in Hampton? Was it Hampton? Basically, they were shot nearby, and when they were doing a news show by some disgruntled employee, and now the media was saying how that we have to take guns out. I mean, they've been out of the hands of the public, and only some people can do it. I mean, that was 10, 12 days ago. I mean, it happened a while ago, but it sucked. Oh, and they say that if someone else shoots a bunch of people and all that, it's Paulson's fault or whatever. I don't know. It's some weird stuff. They keep flip-flopping on the issue. They're always coming down and saying gun control is the issue, that we need to take guns from people. And let me tell you something. According to the Second Amendment, right to bear arms, the people shall not be infringed. What needs to happen is not all people who have guns are going to go around shooting a bunch of people, okay? I don't know who keeps thinking this stuff, but I gotta be careful how I say this, but it's a bunch of malarkey. There we go. I could have said another word, but that wouldn't have been good. I don't care what you guys believe or anything, but with my issue, it's not the gun, it's the mental health issue. You know, people go around and start killing a bunch of people for what reason? Because there's something wrong with them mentally. Who cares? I mean, we care, but it's like it's not the public's fault. It's not the gun's fault. I mean, the gun doesn't have a brain. You can't say, "Oh, I'm going to shoot this guy. I'm going to shoot this person." It's the person who has a gun in their hand starts shooting people. Okay, people, wake up to that. I'm probably going to get in trouble for saying a lot of this stuff right now, but as I said, I try to be careful, but when it gets to some stuff, I'm like, I don't really care. Well, the good news is I'm out of the Navy here in the next few months. I can't wait to go home, spend time with family and all that. And a lot of people are going to get kind of worried about this, but I intend it when I get out, and as soon as I get a good job lined up, I intend to buy a gun myself to protect me and my family. In my book, family always comes first. If anybody comes to my house or comes up to my family members in public or something, and they try and harm them or rob them or shoot them or something, and I have my gun on me, I will pull the gun out and I will shoot them. Or at least I'll try to make them drop the weapon and constrain them before I have to go that route. That's only if I can't get them to drop their weapon and get on the ground and whatever and wait for the police to show up. But as you can all tell, I'm a strong supporter of the Second Amendment, right to bear arms. And I know people are going to be offended, but it is what it is, okay? Okay, people? And I know I'm kind of going over this stuff right now, but here we go. Oh, speaking of when the police come. This stuff with all these police shooting people and then people going crazy and shooting policemen, I'm getting tired of hearing about it, okay? I really am. I mean, it sucks that people are doing this stuff, but seriously, are you kidding me? Why? As I said, people have some mental issues. And one of the things I wonder about is, when you're a cop, aren't you supposed to pass this background check they check everything, they check your mental health, they check your physical history and all that stuff, and they sign off and say, okay, you're good to go, you can go to the academy and graduate police officer and all that stuff. Isn't that what we're supposed to do? But lately it seems, of course, I'm not saying stuff could happen when you're in a police force or something. And I mean, you could be in a couple of years and you have some big crime happen where somebody dies on your watch when you try and protect them or rescue them. Yeah, that can cause stuff. I mean, it could cause PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, which you can also get in the military. And as you all know, it's not just for military. It can be firefighters, police officers, anyone who has to deal with some serious moment like crime or trying to save someone's life and from a burning building and stuff. Yeah, anyway. What makes me mad is police officers are supposed to what? Protect us, right? Right? Am I right? I mean, I'm not saying there's not good police officers out there. There's good police officers, sheriffs, deputies, marshals, judges, and all of them. But there's also some around that are I don't know what happened to them, but I don't think they should be on the force, or they have some issues going on, or else they have done some stuff in their past that was under investigation, then it gets swept under the rug. Or else there's some police officers out there who are against the Second Amendment and people storing ammunition and guns and stuff. Okay, that's their opinion, but that gives them no right to do that stuff. I'm not, as you can tell, I don't like hearing about police officers shooting a bunch of people for no reason. Self-defense, or if they resist arrest and they need to, yes. If they can't tase them or whatever, and they're running, yeah, go ahead. Do whatever you have to do. But just shooting people out of blue because they're not cooperating with you, or you don't think they're cooperating with you, you pull someone over for what? I don't know, speeding, maybe drunk driving, endangering other people's life. You pull him over, and he doesn't, you ask him to roll down his window, put his hand on the car, put his hands on the steering wheel and stuff, and he doesn't respond. And you keep warning him, and you tell him, and then you're going to have to be I would call for backup. And of course, if they have a gun or something on them, and they pull it out on you, and they start shooting stuff, and you shoot them back, and you have them to kill them or severely injure them, okay, self-defense. But if you just go up to someone, and you don't think they're cooperating with them, you don't have to take your nightstick or your gun and just break the windows in and tell them to get out of their car. That's a violation of their rights. You cannot. Alright, I'm getting a little heated on here. I'm also kind of sidetracked on watching the news and seeing the presidential candidates and what they're where they stand in New Hampshire and other places. It looks like Donald Trump's still in lead, but whatever. Besides the point, police officers shouldn't just shoot people out of the blue for no reason. If they have a reason and it's a valid reason, go ahead. Do whatever you have to do. Self-defense, resisting arrest, taser them, whatever. I don't care. But if you just go up to someone and not cooperate, you just pull out your gun and tell them to pull them out of their car and tell them to get on the ground, just beat them or shoot them, that is where you are wrong, people, okay? That's not what you're supposed to do. I don't think you swore to do that either. Because you know how you join like military or police force or something? You swear to uphold the law and protect. Yeah. Alright. But dude, really? Anyway. See, I don't know how I'm going to say this without offending a bunch of people and probably causing some people back that I walk with who had different beliefs and thoughts about this and who probably could be listening right now, or maybe if not right now, later on they can hear the rerun or whatever. Yeah, okay. As I said, I don't care what people think. I really don't. As long as I know what I'm doing and I still have the freedom to do it, I'm going to do it, okay? I may not be the greatest at doing this stuff, but I will tell you this. As long as I can do this and inform you guys of some stuff so you guys can look into this more, and maybe later on I can inform you of all the stuff and give you more and more topics and stuff and backup and all that. Yeah, I will. As for right now, I mean, still work in progress. Alright, I'm gonna take a break from talking about this, but I'm just saying, people, don't do stuff that's gonna make a police officer or whoever break into your homes, break into your vehicles or whatever, and just start beating you, okay? And police officers, you know what you're supposed to do, and I don't know what your problems is, but please do the right thing and follow all the rules and laws and amendments and all that you know you're supposed to do, okay? What else? I know I'm probably causing a lot of controversy. So as I said, I'll take a break from this, and let me take a quick break here, check some notes and stuff, and we'll be right back. This Showdown Radio Show is Zachary Lee, and we'll be right back. I had to take a quick break there, calm down, and collect my thoughts. Good times, good times. Alright. So I was checking a few things. But, let's see, we were talking about politics a little bit. Trump, how Donald Trump has dominated the latest Republican polls from New Hampshire and Iowa and all that. Alright, cool. Good times, good times. Seems Hillary Clinton seems to still be in the lead in most places. I hear Bernie Sanders, though, is getting a little, pulling a little strong in some places over Clinton. But, hey, that's good, that's good. Good luck with that. So I was talking to one of my friends the other day. It was yesterday. We were talking about the elections and all that, And he was saying how he wasn't going to vote because our vote doesn't count. True, it really doesn't, because it depends on... I mean, you could vote all you want, but it depends on electoral vote. Because, in each state, there's, so many votes from electoral college and whatever for each state that whoever has the most electoral votes wins the presidency. Yeah, okay. But, I mean, I know your votes don't count much, but it's still your duty to... It's like, whatever. Sorry, I got sidetracked. But yeah, if you don't want to vote, that's fine. I'm not going to stop you. But I would advise just keep an eye on the news, keep an eye on the internet, on the candidates and elections and all that. The Republican primary is in a few days. I mean, yeah, primary? Is it primary? The debate, Republican debate and all that's going to be, in a few days, I think? Friday? I don't remember what day, but I would watch that, see what they're standing on and all that. I mean, if it's like the last one, it was pretty good. I heard a lot of good stuff. I mean, I'm still waiting to watch a Democratic debate, but it is what it is. Anyway, enough on that voting and why you should vote and all that, because I'm not going to tell you to vote. I'm really not. If you don't want to vote, fine. Okay, go ahead. Do whatever you want. That's fine. Alright, what else should we talk about right now? Iran nuclear program. We could talk a little bit about that. Let's see. We'll talk a little bit about that. Yesterday, former Secretary of State Colin Powell says he thinks the nuclear deal with Iran is a good deal. Okay. President Obama thanks him for his support. That's good, I guess. Support whatever you believe in, people. About a half an hour ago, Republican Lois Franco, Democrat from Florida, announced she does not support the Iran nuclear program deal. Oh, let's see what that has to say. I wonder why. She quotes as saying, this is Democratic Congresswoman Lois Franco from Florida. I do not support the current deal because it legitimizes Iran's nuclear program after 15 years and gives Iran access to billions of dollars without a commitment to cease its terrorist activity. And she goes on to state, it's too high a price to pay. Okay. I mean, I really don't know too much about the Iran nuclear program deal and all that. I mean, I know they've been doing this for a while, trying to figure this stuff out. Let's see here. Democratic from Maryland, Representative John Sarbanes announced his support for Iran deal. Okay. What else? President Obama 3 days ago was talking with Sadia King Salman, and he said the talks will positive and fruitful, and he's saying how the Saudi king endorses the Iran nuclear deal. And let's see, Saudi foreign ministers, this was 3 days ago. The Saudi foreign minister sorry, I have a stutter, man. I need to fix that. And say Saudi Arabia believes the Iran nuclear agreement will contribute to security, and stability in the Middle East. Man, I really need to start reading it. Anyway, sorry. But yeah, I'm just reading a couple of topics and stuff. A lot of Democrats are saying they're for it. A lot of Democrats are saying they're against it. That was just a brief little what's up, what's going on with that. Excuse me. Man, Los Angeles, California, there was a gunman who opened fire on a Metro bus near Redstone Avenue and 68th Street in South Los Angeles. Man, lately there's been a lot of shootings. I mean, there's been shootings for a while now. I mean, for the last, several months. Whether it's on military bases, public areas, whatever. I'm really getting tired of it. And that goes again to say, it's not the guns that are causing the problem. Listen to me. It's the person behind the gun who has some mental issue or something that's making them want to go out and just start blasting people. Because guns are a good thing. In case y'all didn't know that. They're a good thing. They're good for hunting. They're good for protecting your family from a criminal, someone trying to break in your house. Stuff like that. Alright, I'm not going to get back into that because then you saw how I got a little excited about it. Started going on a rampage. But anyway. People, man. People these days, bro. We're living in wild times there, people. Wild times. A lot of people in the religious field say it's the end times, because if some of you didn't know, you know how they say in the Bible that it's going to be the Armageddon's coming, and end of times when Jesus Christ comes back to earth and starts judging and all that. I'm not going to get in a religious debate, but let's just say this. Keep your eyes on everything, folks. A lot of stuff is going to be coming. A lot of exciting stuff is about to happen. I don't know exactly what, but I know it's coming. I've been hearing rumors. I've been seeing things. Yeah, good times. I mean, I'll probably take an episode on a Sunday when I have the time. I don't know. Maybe this Sunday? I'll think about doing it this Sunday or sometime, and we'll go over the religious part, what the Christians and stuff believe. If everything works out, planning for this Sunday to talk about the end of days and religion and stuff that's going on in the world that leads to this stuff. I'm not going to get into that right now, but we'll see how that goes. I tell you what, though, a lot of people are sick these days, man. Mentally, they have stuff messed up with them. People, like a dad is accused of killing his 19-day-old baby. Why? Why would you do that? I don't know what's wrong with people. I really don't. I'll never understand it. Los Angeles firefighter was stabbed in Boyle Heights, California. He's not seriously injured. The attacker in custody happened what? That happened 5 days ago? Wow, there's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of people either shooting people, suspects in shooting cases, or killing people and all that stuff. I'm like, holy smokes, what's wrong with people? Alright, hey, one more thing. I try to be careful with my language, but if something slips, I am sorry. It's being around a lot of people, I need to watch what I say, and when I get excited, I don't realize what I'm saying sometimes. So I apologize for that, and I hope nobody gets offended, especially some of my friends who don't like people using that kind of language. I apologize, and I'm actually working on it and trying not to do it anymore. I didn't mean to pick it up. For some reason, it just happened. But I apologize. I just want to make that clear and take a minute to talk to you about that. I mean, if my parents told me, man, yeah, that wouldn't be good. Of course, my parents do say my own shit, but I can't do that. I can't disrespect my parents that way when they taught me how to act and stuff. So I'm sorry again, and I promise I will do better. Whew. Anyway, so I'm getting a little warm in here. I need to turn on my fan I have. I'm getting a little too excited here, ranting and raving, ranting everything about what's going on and all this stuff. Alright, hey, just to let you know, round 2 Republican presidential debates are what, the 16th, the 12th or 16th? And the first Democratic debate is on October 14th. I can't wait to see that. Hopefully I'm not too busy at work that I won't be able to see that. Now I'll just look up to it. Oh, check this out. U.S. warns about Russian military buildup and all that. Of course. So I'm watching CNN right now because it's what's on and all that. So I like to watch different news channels every now and then, especially during 2016. Well, let me phrase that. Especially during presidential elections or some elections that apply to me and everyone else I know. I do like politics. I don't go into them as much as I used to, but I'm going to change that and start getting back into this. We need to be involved, and I need to tell you people all the different stuff. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Is that how they say it? The good, the bad, and the ugly, the pretty, the awesome, the disgusting. I'm sorry. Anyway, because, I mean, later on, I've said this before, how I was going to go over the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and stuff, and take each 2 amendments, 2 articles or whatever, and just go over them. I still plan on doing that. Don't know when. I still have to check some stuff, and I'm still working on that. I'm also gonna have an episode in the next couple months, as we get closer to the election and all that, about the main candidates and what they stand for, what they don't stand for, what they're against, what they are for, what they vote on stuff in the past. I'll let you all know about that. I'm really gonna have fun with that. Hopefully, for that episode, I'll be able to have a guest on. If not, try that again later. In fact, right now I'm on Spreaker, radio, Spreaker.com, blog, radio, whatever. Later on, I'm gonna stay with this one, but I'm also gonna have another radio blog on another channel called Blog Talk Radio, and with that channel I'll be able to have guests. I can call into it, and I can host the program from wherever. I can have a guest call in, and I can Skype with people, and I'll probably also videotape it so you all can see me and what I look like, because some of you might be surprised or whatever. Anyway, I'm sorry. Yeah, but exciting things are coming down. I'm going to take the time here to drop a plug. You all know how I like music and stuff, and how I like to write my own music and play guitar, play the guitar like... Sorry, I got carried away. But anyway, that was just me just strumming for no reason at all. But yeah, I'm currently working on some new songs and stuff. I'm working on putting these songs onto a CD, making an album. It's not going to be really a great album because I'm going to be producing it, doing the music, and producing it myself. So I'm thinking I have the album. I have a few songs ready. I just need to remaster and all that, record them again, bone them onto the CD or whatever. I also have the artwork for my album cover as well as for the CD cover. So that's going to be, I don't know how long that's going to take because right now I'm a lot busy with work and all that, but the name of the album is going to be Until the End of the Time, and I will have a release date on I'll have a release date for y'all later on, because I know a lot of my friends and family are listening, and they give me support on my music, even though I may not be the greatest at all, but I have fun doing it, so that's what I'm going to do. But I'll let you all know, and I'll have some of the songs uploaded to YouTube and whatever, and on my Facebook profile for some of my friends. Most likely all are going to be on YouTube. And then I'm going to have a few copies of my album, and then I'm going to just sell it for like what? I mean, first couple copies I'm going to just give out for free because I don't know. I wouldn't know if people would want to waste money for them or not. So and if they do, if some people like it, I'll probably start selling the albums for like $5 if they like it and enjoy my music. But just, I'm kind of cheap, but whatever. It's going to be fun. Things are coming along. Oh, look at this. I'm sorry. I'll keep you updated on that later. Look at this. Developing now. U.S. warns Russia of impending military attack or something like that. As just changed on me. But anyway. Oh, Republican debate. Wednesday, September 16th at 6 and 8 p.m. Okay. But U.S. warns Russia on military buildup in Syria. That's going to be awesome. I mean, Russia's been building up stuff for a while, and Syria, we already had issues with Syria in the past, whether it's military or something. But anyway, we live in exciting time, folks. We live in exciting times. I recommend, I know a lot of people don't think they need to worry about it, but I'll tell you what, start worrying about it, okay? Oh, wow. I was only going to go for like a half an hour, but I've been at, what, almost 50 minutes already? Well, I don't know. Good times. But, yeah, in fact, U.S. to Russia is saying Syria buildup could worsen conflict. Of course, any buildup could give it a chance of worsening some conflict we have. I mean, it's not like we're not fighting all over the place and causing trouble and everyone. I'm not saying we're causing trouble. Let me rephrase that. Because all the men and women in uniform, overseas and wherever, I support, okay? But I'm really getting tired of seeing all this saying about how there's going to be another war and all that. See, I had to get a lot of water. But, yeah, it's like, let me just say this again. Keep watching the news, okay? Just keep watching the news. That's all I'm going to say. And I might have another episode in the next few days on this Russia building military base in Syria. Of course, why wouldn't they? I mean, if they're trying to help them with military stuff, why not start building a base? Start threatening people. I mean, we have bases, whatever. I mean, they have military buildup, so why not set up a base? Anyway, okay. I'm getting a little off track. I'm starting to mumble, jumble, and all that. I realize that, so I'll tone that down. What else? Let's just go over a couple more news. Oh, wow. 60-year-old man killed in parking lot. This is Portsmouth, Virginia. This is about a 20, 30-minute drive down the road from me. Man, people keep dying all over the place. Or getting killed, or police officers or something, man. So I don't know what is wrong with people. I really don't know what's wrong with people. But whatever, I'll let that go. I think I've gone on enough rambling, raging about stuff. I know it was a while before I have done another episode, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you stay tuned for more episodes. I mean, for the next week or so, I won't be available unless I have to walk longer because of some stuff might come up. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode again. Thanks for listening, and plan is to see you guys, Sunday, Monday, maybe Saturday? Well, wait. Not Saturday because I have duty Saturday. Plan for Sunday, Monday, or sometime next week if I am available. All right. I better just tell me. All right, cool. Thanks for tuning in to Showdown Radio Show. This is Zachary Lee with Showdown Radio Show. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for listening. You have a great day, and have a happy Labor Day for the rest of the day.